the entire country.
Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Goonie looks flustered. 8 a.m. in the morning. Man's flustered out here. He's got the OBS running. He's got music running. He's got chat running. He's got everything running. But until he gets his stuff in order, I will take over for now. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody who smashed the like button, subscribe button, share button, all of that. Good stuff. Make sure you are subscribing to Goonie's channel. The link is in the title. And I have seen a fallout today. Content creators across the globe all crying, oh, it ruins the football pyramid. All right, mate. Let's see if any of you lot are going to be streaming the games when the inevitable Super League eventually rocks up and kicks in. Because I see
Guns, I'm going to have to come in and come back because there's some noise in the background. I don't know where it's coming from, blood.
Man, you can do your thing. Yeah, I'll be here, man. Don't worry. Yeah, I see Goldbridge having a little meltdown. Oh, it's not fair. There's going to be games in Delhi and Dubai. Oh, you'll still be streaming them, mate. Literally, the amount of hypocrites on social media is hilarious. If you don't like the Super League, cool. That's entirely up to you if you don't want the Super League. But let's not pretend that you're going to stop watching it, streaming it, and making money out of it. Come on. These people, bro. These people. Yeah, my music confused him, bro. He didn't have a clue what was going on. He's just rolled out of bed. Anyway, mad. Big up to everyone, man. The Super League won't happen, clown. Gotta love the internet. Nobody can construct a sentence properly. Super won't happen, clown. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. The irony of me messing up that sentence as well. Anyway, we are going to... I'm very well, Alex. Hope you're well, mate. Make sure you sub to Alex's channel, Arsenal Alex. Big up to everyone inside, man. Let's go through some of these comments real quick. Should have happened earlier. This European League will fail without the English teams. Unfortunately, my friend, for you, the English teams are involved. 80 teams have signed up. We are going to go through this with a fine tooth comb. Let's have a little look. Let me get the article up. There we go. Bosh. 80 teams. And all places will be on merit. But anyway, let's see what they are saying. The European Super League. Fresh plans for an 80-team competition announced by Chief Executive Bernd Richardt. And yes, 80 teams are involved. The new look European Super League would be based on sporting performance only with no permanent members. A22 Chief Executive Bernd Richardt told German newspaper, Die Welt, don't know how you pronounce it, but it's spelled Die Welt. Die Welt. Die Welt. Teams would be guaranteed a minimum of 14 matches per season. La Liga calls plans selfish and greed-driven. Of course they do, says La Liga, who gives the two biggest clubs in the league all of the money and the rest have to battle it out for themselves. Yay, well done. Cheers, guys. Anyway, let's continue while we wait for Goonie. A new look open European. Oh, they've used the word open. That makes it sound better. European Super League could contain up to 80 teams in a multi-divisional format. The competition's chief executive said the competition would be based on sporting performance with only non-permanent members. A22 chief Bernd Richardt told the paper, blah, blah, blah. Fuck me, that's enough. Why have I read that twice? Why? Because they've put it in the article twice. Anyway, that A22 is the company that has been formed to sponsor and assist the creation of the Super League. That has been consulted with nearly 50 European clubs since October last year and developed 10 principles. They have principles, people. Yes, I repeat. They have principles. Based on that consultation, which will underpin its plans for a new look league. Okay, they have principles. Let's not forget the word principles. They have these. I'll come back to super chats in a minute. I do appreciate everyone dropping them in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I won't be watching the Super League. Each to their own, bro. Each to their own. It's each to their own. I personally will, and I personally want a Super League. We'll come to that in a bit, though. But anyway, the European Super League, new proposals, up to 80 teams, multi-divisional format, no permanent members, a minimum of 14 matches per season. This will run in line with the Premier League, by the way. So the Premier League's still staying, but it's just the Super League. But anyway, let's carry on. Big Six Premier League clubs agreed to join the 2021 European Super League. Big Six Premier League clubs withdrew from the 2021 European Super League. Super League fans' reaction to the announcement. These are all things pinned on Sky's website. Fans' reaction. Oh, it's terrible. Richard said the foundations of European football are in danger of collapsing. I agree, because financial fair play isn't fair. But there we go. Goonie is back.
I am back. I finally made it. Yeah, I had some noise going on in the background. I couldn't figure out, bruv. OBS kicking my ass yet again, bruv. Yeah,
you're on StreamYard as well.
Yeah, bruv. It's everywhere, every platform. This program does not respect me, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, man. Let me just quickly rifle through this. I'll be 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Richard said it's time for change. It's the clubs that can bear the entrepreneurial risk in football. But when important decisions are at stake, they are often forced to sit idly on the sidelines as the sporting and financial foundations crumble around them. Our talks have also made it clear that the clubs often find it impossible to speak out publicly against a system that uses the threat of sanctions to thwart opposition. Our dialogue was open, honest, constructive, and resulted in clear ideas about what changes are to be needed and how they could be implemented. That is a lot. There is a lot to do, and we will continue with the dialogue. However, it's a damning response to the new proposals. La Liga said in a statement, the Super League is a wolf in the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Go on, La Liga. Oh, dear, oh, dear. It is disgusting itself as an open, meritocratic, I can't speak today, man. You know what I mean?
That's me every day.
Yeah, mate, I literally can't speak. all I can smell is bleach. Yeah, I've just spent 2 hours bleaching my bathrooms.
Oh, fuck, that's not good.
Meritocratic. I still can't fucking say the word. Maybe I should have stayed in school. But underneath, there is still the same selfish, elitist, and greed-driven project. Don't let their tales fool you. A22, the company involved, obviously, has challenged UEFA and FIFA's right to block the formation of the Super League and sanction the competing clubs in the courts, arguing the governing bodies are abusing a dominant position under EU competition law. The European Court of Justice is due to give its final ruling in the case later this year. In a non-binding opinion delivered by the Advocate General in the case in December, said rules allowing UEFA and FIFA to block the formation of new competitions was compatible with EU law. Richard said the new look Super League would be an open competition with qualification achieved via performance in the national level. Shall I start this stream again? And with its teams competing in their domestic leagues. Those national leagues would refrain fucking hell. I'm having a mare here, mate. Would remain the foundation of the game. So the leagues will stay. Richard said and argued the new Super League would be able to generate new revenues and support the entire pyramid. The guarantee of a minimum of 14 matches, Richard said, would provide stability and predictability of revenue. He also set out plans for cost control measures, saying clubs should spend only a fixed percentage of their annual football-related revenue on salaries and net transfers. Club spending must be based solely on funding generated and not completely distorted capital injections. This goes on forever and ever and ever. But let me get you in, man, because I'll carry on in a bit with that. Bro, you've only just woken up recently. I messaged you about this, saying, yo, Super League's back again. What do you make of it all, bro?
I'm up every day about 5:30 in the morning. So I was actually working when you messaged me, and I hadn't seen any of this news of it resurfacing. In fact, it was only up until 15-20 minutes ago that I actually finished work. So yeah. So Lee, my day goes like this. I'm up at 5, work at 5:30, finish at 8 a.m. I got the rest of the day with my kids and my house. That's it. So yeah, just a little rundown on that. But from what I saw, it's not the same as what was initially proposed, or have I got that wrong? Apparently, they want to make it a bit bigger. And then I also read somewhere, and this is where we got to be careful, because we know how things like to be blown out of proportion on social media and exaggerated. But I'm hearing that this Super League is with an aim to take the Champions League out, to get that out of here. Me personally, yeah, I don't know if it's because we've got a huge injection of money, and I just want to see the rest of them suffer. Yeah. But I'm not with the Super League, bruv. I'm just not with it. It's just not something, because look, for me, it's like, if you're going to do this and you're going to take out the Champions League, if that's to be believed, that's a massive part of the football history, bro. That is a huge part of football history. And that's one of my favorite competitions. Easy. I don't want to see that go.
That's
and then,
you've won it.
I mean, and then, yeah, and then the next thing is this is coming around because the Premier League has dominance. That's what I feel, right? I think it's come to a time where the Premier League has got so much money and we're just dominating, we're getting the best players. Other leagues and other you know, administrations, your FAs and all that, they don't like it. Yeah, makes no sense. FA is part of England, but you get me. All the other administrations, I don't think they like it. But why was this never proposed when Syria was at the top of the food chain, when you had all your Ronaldos and your Nestas and all the fucking best ever players to play football? Why was it never a problem? And when La Liga, yeah, with Real Madrid and Barcelona were signing the best, at one point they had fucking Ronaldo, Messi, just absolutely, it was just about La Liga, complete dominance. Anytime it was the Champions League and they was playing, every team, regardless of if you supported them or not, was watching it. They had periods of dominance. So why all of a sudden now that England are starting to spend money and try to bring in the best of the best? Oh, no, it's not fair. Now we need to bring in the Super League. That's how I feel, bro. I'm sorry. Like, it might not correlate.
Hey, listen, I get that. Listen, I want to pin this comment, yeah? English teams signed a contract saying they will not join any Super League and are fully committed to Premier League, so big teams will not join. If you believe anything that comes out of the mouths of any of these bigwigs that run any of these football teams, mate, then you're too far gone. Like, real talk. Yeah, real talk.
And people, it's mad. And people need to understand as well, yeah, this will always be on the table as long as there's serious money involved. And you know how
that's what it all comes down to, money, bro.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this will happen, whether we like it or not. It's gonna. I actually want the Super League. Yeah, and I'll tell you why I want the Super League, because we might actually spend some money. We might actually do what's required.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, because we're still gonna have the Premier League. The Premier League will still be there. Yeah, but then this is like Georgie said in the chat a minute ago, going on European tours with your pals and all that, it's great. Yeah, so like midweek, yeah, instead of going Champions League, you're going to play Real Madrid in Abu Dhabi or something. I don't know. Like, bro, you get to tour the world, see your football team in different countries. What's the issue? I don't see. I know what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying. But for me, for a club that don't even bother to try and compete financially, or I mean, today they've put a tweet out saying that they don't condone something against the. There was a tweet that they put out about the LBGQT community or saying, because there was a load of comments in there, and they've quote tweeted their own tweet today and said, I'll tell you what they said rather than waffling. Yeah. And this is the hypocrisy of a lot of these football clubs, by the way. Right. Where are we? There we go. Right. Arsenal. Boom. Right, they put a tweet out. We have blocked several accounts following hatred displayed underneath this post. We strive to ensure that everyone connected to Arsenal feels an equal sense of belonging. We will continue to celebrate our supporters' diversity and continue a zero-tolerance approach to discrimination. Bro, the hypocrisy of this football club is mad. This is the same football club, by the way.
I'll be straight up with you, right? Out of respect for your stream, I'm not the person that you want to be talking to about the Alphabet Mafia. I'm not.
Bro, let me just say, yeah, this is the same club that has the Emirates sponsor them. Where are the Emirates based? Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
And good night. It's mad, bro. It's mad.
That's why. This is why I cannot participate in these conversations on YouTube, because it will go left. Do you know what I mean?
Same. That's why I have to bite my tongue. But anyway, let me read these super chats out before we get cancelled. Big up, everyone. Everyone wants to cry about anything these days, says Delyan. Bro, I've seen YouTubers out there crying, oh, it's a disgrace. Oh, okay, are you going to not stream it then, mate? Oh, of course you will. Of course you will. That's how I see it. And at the end of that one particular YouTuber's thing, it's all about making money. It's all about making money. Okay, so I take it that you won't be streaming any of the games if the Super League happens and your team are participating in it then. And if you do, you'll be donating all of that money to a certain charity. Yeah. Oh, you won't, though, will you? Of course you won't.
Yeah, exactly.
This shit again, let's F the smaller clubs, shall we? Well, listen, there's 80 teams apparently that are going to be signing up to this. And listen, at the end of the day, the Premier League's still going to be there. I'll take a Super League if it means I can watch 3 p.m. kickoffs. No difference between Super League creators and UEFA, says Delyan. Corrupt. Boom. And this is the thing. Like, man said, end the stream, Dave. When they said Little Red Riding Hood, those that mean Lee has dressed up as a grandma. Big up LJ. Bro, I should have put my dressing gown. I've not got a red dressing gown. Maybe I should buy a red dressing gown. But no, look, at the end of the day, the Premier League is, according to this, still going to be there. All the football pyramid is still going to be there. You will still be able to get promoted, relegated to the Premier League and other leagues. So basically, how I see this is just a bigger Champions League. It's just a bigger Champions League. They're going to guarantee 14 games minimum. And you get to fly around the world to watch your team in different countries. Bro, not only that, think of all the fans that live around the world. Yeah, which is, again, massive part of every big club. Yeah, every big club has fans globally.
Yeah,
literally, even Man City, believe it or not, they do have every Premier League team has fans around the world. Now imagine you live in Abu Dhabi and you can't logistically or financially afford to go and watch Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, whoever you support play, but now they're playing a game in one of your stadiums.
But Guns, do you think them ticket prices are going to be affordable? That's the question for this Super League thing, because the money's got to come from somewhere that these clubs are getting paid.
Bro, Arsenal fans can't cry about ticket prices. They pay the highest in the world to watch us.
Oh, mate, it's going to be more expensive than that. It's going to be more expensive than that. Certain games are not going to be affordable for your usual working class man, which is who football was made for. But
yeah, but bro,
you know what? I can't complain now.
Way gone from the working class man affording to watch football. Bro.
I can't complain about that now.
The Premier League was founded.
Yeah, I was going to say I can't complain about that now because obviously it's already gone down a direction where majority of people they can't afford to go to games. Do you know what I mean? And listen, people, to those that get offended, having money to pay for something and being able to afford it are two completely different things. Just because you've got the exact finance to pay for something there doesn't mean you can afford it, right? So no offense to anybody that might have taken offense from that, but it's just going to get worse. So that means now, if the working class have been taken out, and what happens to the rest of us that can afford it? Eventually, we're going to be slid out of the game. This is why I'm thinking that, honestly, I'm thinking it's going to get to a price where it's just going to become so premium that you're just going to have.
You say that, but baller. I'll be real, yeah. I've done a lot of European games watching Arsenal. Bro, the tickets are cheap. Like Europa League, Champions League, the tickets are cheap for away games. Yeah, the flights are not cheap. Yeah, the accommodation's not cheap. But then there's companies like Sport Option, big up Sport Options, man. Yeah, they charter a flight. Yeah, for all of the European games for the big clubs, and they do it for the national team as well. Yeah, and like when I went to Atletico and to Ostersund, I think the ticket was about 12 quid or 15 quid for the actual game ticket. Yeah. And then I think, and because they charter the flight and it's straight in, straight back, you're literally, boom, turn up, spend the afternoon there, game's on, as soon as the game's finished, straight to the airport, straight back. That was all in about 400, 500 quid.
That's not bad, actually.
That's what I'm saying. For a European game away, it's not ever going to be cheap. And that was Europa League, yeah? And that was Europa League semi-final against Atleti, 500 quid, I think it was. Yeah, and it's never going to be cheap to do these European aways, which is why only a select amount of people go. And why there's only a select amount of tickets available. It's like doing an away trip to, like, I don't know. So if not Brentford, let me say a team, Southampton. If Southampton come to the Emirates, they'll get a 3,000 allocation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
it's the same when you go abroad. You're getting 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, whatever, wherever you're playing.
Really, yeah, that they should be able to fill that, no problem. I suppose you're right.
But then my point is, so let's assume that Real Madrid play Arsenal, and that's being played in Saudi Arabia, for example. The stadium can hold 60,000, let's say, right? Well, there's going to be a lot of Real Madrid and Arsenal fans that live in that area, that country, or surrounding countries, yeah, that have never seen them teams play football before, that have supported them for years online, yeah, buying the merch and all of that, yeah, sitting up at stupid o'clock in the morning watching the games. Why can't they see the games?
True.
So listen, I think it's a good idea. And I think at the end of the day, my team don't ever bother trying to compete to be the best. Maybe this will actually stick a rocket up their backside and we might be able to spend a lot more money and actually try and compete to be the best.
I don't know. I just think there's a lot of question marks for me because as well, there's, what about your Southamptons, your Brightons and that? If the Premier League's still going to go on, but what's going to happen to them? Aren't they going to need a bit more funding to help them out, to bridge the gap a bit? Or is it up to them to work it out themselves? Because tough luck, you're just not in the Super League. Because what does the Super League come with? What benefits does it come with? Is there spending caps? Because if there is, then what's the point?
Yeah, there is a spending cap. That's what I just said a minute ago. 1 second, let me just find it.
Then my other thing is this, guns, is it's very convenient that this Super League has come around yet again when two of the biggest clubs in the world are up for sale. This is a conspiracy theory, yeah. Conspiracy theory. Take it as you wish. Those two clubs are going to go to American buyers. Why? Because the Americans are a big fan of the Super League model. Watch this space. Them two will buy. If them two clubs are owned by American Super League, here we go. It's game over. That's what's going to happen.
Bro, this Super League's the whole reason this Super League's going about is because this was planned up, dreamed up in boardrooms across the world years ago.
Before the Prem started.
And the Premier League was a stepping stone to get to the Super League.
Super League, yeah, facts.
Yeah. Right, and this is the thing, like the Premier League. What's the Premier League done for the football pyramid? Nothing. What's it done for the pyramid? Nothing.
Sips the Jim Jam.
Bankrupt a lot of football clubs.
Sips the Jim Jam, who's got this Goonie guys and NPC. We got suck your blood clot about. That's what I got to say to you, you pussy clot. Suck out, you dickhead. Not today, bruv.
Bro, all the Premier League has done, yeah, is just make the rich teams richer and the poor teams poorer. So at the end of the day, I'm all for this because, like, I'm all for this, bro. Yeah, because this is just another Premier. Cool.
Guns is like, yeah, the rich just get richer, the poor gets poorer. Well, fuck the poor. Let's just do.
Bro, my team are rich. They just don't act rich. So if we can act more rich and actually spend some of the money, and there's more money coming in, and we can buy better players. Number one, we might actually win the Premier League every year, right? And number two, we might actually be able to compete in the Super League. And not only that, it's not a shock if it comes ahead this time because there's going to be a relegation process and promotion processes. So yeah, sorry. Listen, people might not like what I'm saying. I couldn't care less. My team has been a shambles for nearly 2 decades. Yeah, if this is a way for my team to stop being a shambles, I'm all for it.
Yo, man said, fuck Robin Hood, bro.
Listen to this, though. This is what it says, right? The plan set out cost control measures saying clubs should only spend fixed percentage of their annual football-related revenue on a player salary or net transfers, yeah? Club spending must be based solely on funding generated and not competitively distorting with capital injections. Right? It then says about the fans against it, blah, 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 blah. The newest idea is to have an open competition rather than a closed shop they originally proposed, which led to fan protests. Of course, an open competition for Europe's top clubs already exists. It's called the Champions League. Yeah, they say dialogue with the fans and independent fan groups is essential. Yet the European Zombie League marches on, willfully ignorant of the contempt supporters across the continent have for it. Right, it then continues on. So what's already happened in October? They revealed a new look European Super League could be coming up and running by 24-25 season. Asked then if it was the earliest the failed project could start up again. They said it might be the first reasonable and realistic call, but there are so many variables. we can't actually foresee that this is going to be a realistic call. The European Super League was initially launched in April 21 with 12 founder members. It obviously lists them. The plan quickly collapsed. We know all of that. Permanent membership from the European Super League for the founder members was a significant point of criticism. There has been important reassessment in the concept and is spreading out the openness and talking about taking the permanent membership out of it. So there'll be relegation and promotions. I can say that 3 clubs have credibly reassessed and taken some learnings from the first approach. I'm aware of what the English club stated a year and a half ago, but I hope the whole football community is appreciating the approach to continue to care to try and come up with solutions. The Premier League referred their statement from June 21 when contacted by Sky News ahead of the 22-23 season. All clubs in the top flight signed up the following commitment: we are collectively committed to the Premier League and recognise our responsibility to support it. We will not engage in the creation of new competition formats outside the Premier League. Whilst that's all great, right? Listen to this. It then does a European Super League timeline. 1990s. Wealthy European clubs make valid threats of breaking away into a Super League. So they did do that in the 90s. Yeah. To pressure UEFA into giving them more Champions League money and format changes in their favour. So they did try this in the 90s.
Yeah.
2008, European Club Association created to make long-term peace with UEFA and lock club leaders into Champions League consultation. November 18, Real Madrid back a Super League plan revealed in Football League series using hacked documents. 2019, ECA back plans for semi-closed Champions League in 2024, fails amid backlash from the leagues and mid-ranking clubs. October 2020, outgoing Barcelona president Bartomeu reveals Super League plans in registration speech, reportedly urged on by Real Madrid's Florentino Perez. December 2020, UEFA works on a 36-team Champions League plan to start in 2024 that gives clubs the extra games and money they've demanded. January 21, reports emerge, Real Madrid backed the Super League plan with JP Morgan Chase. UEFA and FIFA unite to oppose and threaten bans for players who take part in it. March 8th, 2021, ECA chairman Andrea Agnelli of Juventus praises UEFA's proposed Champions League changes and calls the 36-team single standing format beautiful. March the same month, UEFA meeting to sign off 36-team Champions League format. What else does it say here? April 21, ECA board and UEFA's club competition committee sign off the Champions League changes with no dissent ahead of expected decision from the UEFA executive committee. April 21, rumours imminent of the Super League emerge. Juventus then stopped taking or replying to phone calls from UEFA. Go on, Juve. Reports of a Super League announcement sparked backlash from former players and France President Emmanuel Macron. The 12-team Super League is later announced and coordinated statements from the clubs. After most fans in Europe are asleep, Agnelli resigns as ECA chairman and from the UEFA committee. It then carries on and on and on and on about fucking all of this shit. Yeah, and bro, trust me, there's going to be millions and millions and millions of football fans around the world that don't want this, don't like this, and see it as a problem. Trust me, at some point, whether it's in the next couple of years, this year, next year, 10 years, this is going to happen. You're on mute, bro.
No, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. And I'm not just going to...
Why is there two Goonies on my screen? Oh, you look like Mark Morrison in that picture, bro. Return at the man.
I forgot. This is meant to be my. This is meant to be my thing every stream, bro. Bold Lives Matter versus. You get me? Trust me, bro. Listen, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite, bruv, and start saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch the Super League." I'm not one of them flipping extreme guys, bro. I will sit here and watch it, and I'll support Chelsea the same way. It's just, would I rather it not happen? Yeah, but outside of that. Really, we've got no control of this. We are not the guys who are making the decision. And I love my Chelsea club to just stop watching football, bro. That's just the truth of it. You know, so if it happens, it happens. But again, like I just feel it's a bit mad. I think it's a bit crazy that, you know, I just worry what's going to happen to the other teams, because if there's going to be how many teams from the Premier League in this Super League? You said there's going to be 60 teams altogether or something.
80 teams apparently.
80 teams.
But it's not just going to be one league; it's going to be multiple leagues.
How many of the leagues though? That's the thing. Is it going to be the top 5, or is it going to be all of the leagues in Europe?
I have no idea, to be honest. It doesn't tell me that. It doesn't say any of that, to be fair. It just says up to 80 teams, guaranteeing 14 matches to each team. So that's 14 matches. But this is the thing, right? There'll be a lot of people going against this, yeah? A lot of these people are the same people that say, it's only the League Cup. Forget that. Yeah, it's only the FA Cup. Forget that. Yeah, forget that. It's only the League Cup. It's only the... So, bro, if we're going to throw away some competitions there, we might as well get a competition there that's going to make us have some exciting games, isn't it? Yeah, because a lot of our fans couldn't care less about the league or the League Cup or the FA Cup, but they would care about watching Real Madrid versus Arsenal, Bayern Munich versus Arsenal, Chelsea versus Arsenal, PSG versus Arsenal. Yeah, and people say, yeah, you can do that in the Champions League. Yeah, that's great. Cool. Yeah, fantastic. But you're doing that in a group stage or maybe a knockout stage. You're not doing that in a league format where every single week you're going to play one of them teams.
So would the Champions League still apply to you then? Do you reckon?
Well, I don't know. I don't think the Champions League will be a thing. From what I'm seeing, it don't mention anything about Champions League being a thing, bro. I think the Champions League's likely to be scrapped.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, but at the same time, bro, we can say all of this, bro. This Champions League's a gimmick anyway. It used to be champions only getting into it. It used to be called the European Cup.
European Cup, yeah.
Yeah. Now you can finish
They've
fourth.
expanded
It's the be all and end all for teams like my club. They go, oh, let's just get 4th place. We can get the Champions League. That gets us more money to not spend and just line Cronky's pockets with. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
So goodbye top 4, goodbye top 6, goodbye all of that stuff. Now it's every year certain teams are going to be. Is it a thing where every year certain teams are going to be guaranteed to get in due to the status of the club? Because let's say, what if a Chelsea or United or an Arsenal or Man City, they finished like 7th or 8th one season? Are they out of the Super League?
Well, then I'd imagine the way it's been worded that it's where you finish in the Super League as to whether you get relegated out of it. Yeah, but then I'd imagine you'll get relegated down into the next division of the Super League, because I think there'll be more. There's 80 teams, bro.
Oh yeah, right? facts.
Yeah, there's 80 teams. I'd imagine
you're gonna need like 4 leagues. You're gonna need 4 divisions, bro. Yeah, facts. I completely forgot it was 80. But
that run alongside the Premier League. So I'm assuming the Champions League and Europa League and the Conference League would all be scrapped. That's what I'm assuming. From what I've seen, that tells me. It doesn't tell me that, but that's what I'm reading. I'm reading like, oh, okay, so where's the Champions League fit into this then? It don't, because this is now a ramped up format, which would then, if there is 80 teams in this, then there's going to be teams that can fight their way up into the top of the Super League divisions rather than being in the bottom of the 3 or 4 divisions. So they can work their way up through that as well as working their way up through the league format in their domestic countries. I don't see it as a problem. Bro, imagine you support Nottingham Forest, because I can see this on my screen. Big up, and Leicester as well. Big up Georgie, yeah. Imagine you support them 2 teams, right? And you get put into the top, the 2nd division of the Super League.
You're buzzing.
Right? But now, let's say you now go and win that 2nd division of the Super League. You're now going to be playing Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG.
And you're probably going to get like a 300 million cash injection as well, or something ridiculous.
Yeah, but now you're still playing in the Premier League.
True.
So, mate, the Premier League are going to have a madness with this because it's going to ruin their brand. Yeah, that's because, and I'd imagine the way you'd qualify into these leagues in the first place would be through league position in the Premier League.
Yep.
That's what I don't know. There's not that much information out about it, but that's how I'd imagine it would be, that you get promoted into it officially. The start of it, the very first season would be based off of your league positions in your different countries. Maybe somebody in the chat knows more. I don't know.
But now look, I'm not saying it will happen, But what's to stop in another 20 years, 30 years, them saying, you know what, doing these individual domestic leagues is long. We've already got the Super League set up, 4 divisions. We might as well just scrap that and just continue with this.
Well, make one massive European league. Or multiple European.
This is what I mean. Where does it stop? Where's the line drawn, bruv?
Bro, no, I'm not having a dig at you in any way, shape, or form. You know you're my boy, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? But bro, anyone who has been back in Premier League football has essentially been doing this for years anyway.
With the Super League, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we support clubs that are cash rich. Yeah. Your club has got stupid amounts of money being thrown into it. Our club has spent a lot of money, but it's our club money based off of sponsorship deals. Yeah. Our owners couldn't give 2 Fs about our football club. Yeah. They did not invest into this football club for anything other than the Super League. Yeah. I'm fully adamant of that. Right. And I think that's the same for a lot of other owners of football clubs around the world as well. Yeah. But anyone who supports a team that was supporting the team before the Premier League is part of this anyway. I was supporting this team before the Premier League was a thing. And I remember everyone crying about the Premier League back then. So, oh, it'll ruin football. It'll ruin this. It'll do this. It'll do that. Yeah.
It's the same cycle, isn't it?
It's exactly the same, just another 30 odd years down the road.
Yeah. Same shit, different toilet.
Exactly. And the thing is, this is where we're at. Football is all about money. It's been about money for over 30 years. Yes, people that want to moan about it. For me, I just look at it and think, well, we're in the money game. It's the money game, bro.
Money, that's where it's going. And
yeah, the team historically across the country, each league across the world, historically is the team that wins the league. Historically, is the team that has the most money or spends the most money. Yeah. Normally, that's how it works. Look at Manchester City. Yeah, before that, you were winning leagues. Man United were winning leagues. Yes, there's exceptions to the rule with Atletico, or normally it's Real Madrid or Barca. In Scotland, it's either Celtic or Rangers. Yeah. In Italy, it's normally Juventus. This year, it ain't going to be, but it's normally Juventus. Before that, it was AC Milan. Yeah. These are the teams that were spending the most. PSG are top of the table. I know they lost last night. Yeah, but they're going to win the league 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10 or whatever it may be, because they're the team that spend the most money. That is the same across every single league in world football.
Yeah, no different. Yeah, it's again, like I said, I still not really with it, but if it happens, I'm still gonna watch it. It's one of them.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Listen, there are exceptions to the rule. Lille obviously won a league title. Of course they did. Leicester won a league title. I understand that, but historically,
those are exceptions to the rule. These are things that happen
to the rule. Atletico Madrid won the league up against 2 of the biggest teams on the planet, if not the 2 biggest teams on the planet. They won the league. They started getting a bit more of the pie, and now they can compete more. Anomalies. They started competing on multiple fronts, winning getting Champions League finals, getting into Europa League finals and winning them, winning the league again. So now they're one of the powerhouses, but they forced their way in, and they're a very small exception to the rule in being able to break your way in, without stupid, mad investment.
Yeah, exactly. But those are anomalies that happen once every blue moon. You don't see these happening reoccurringly. And this happens in every walk of life you go in. Sometimes the most unexpected things will happen. That's just how things go. But King Anubis said, good Chelsea in the Super League. I can't wait. Foreign fans now have a voice. Now, listen, that comment there is, I'm neither here nor there how you feel about Chelsea in the Super League. But why do you say that foreign fans now don't have a voice? You do have a voice. It's just that the people that are discouraging you and making you think that you don't have one, a lot of them are wankers. Do you know what I mean? That's just the bottom line of it. Yeah. Unless you're actually going out there and insulting people that have invested a lot of their money and their life into a club, then you might get a response that's warranted. But outside of that, people that are saying that, don't even listen, bro. Do you know what I mean? You do have a voice. You do have a voice.
Oh, they have more of a voice because they might actually have, I don't know where that guy lives, but they might actually have games in his area. Yeah, so now he can go and watch the team live. And now he has a voice, more so than he does sitting online. Yeah, because now he'll feel closer to the club as well, because he'll actually be able to see his club play. But this is be able to meet some of the players after the game. Who knows?
This is what social media's done. It's just that for some, it's created a hierarchy of who's the better fan or who's more entitled than the other one. That's what social media has done, and it's sad. Do you know what I mean?
But this is why a lot of fans don't want it. Yeah, because now I get some of the reasons why people don't want it. Yeah, because being able to go and watch your team every week, but people are forgetting the Premier League's still going to be there.
It's still going to be there, yeah.
According to this, listen, this might change. It might not even happen. It might happen. Who knows? We don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, all we know is what's being fed to us and drip fed to us. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this comment's spot on. All these people pretending they care about teams like Northampton Town get in the bin. If they did, they'd go and support them every weekend if they can't go and watch their team, but they won't. Yeah, if you live in Northampton and you support Chelsea. And Chelsea are playing at 3 o'clock and Northampton are playing at 3 o'clock. Who are you going to watch? Yeah, you're going to go and sit and put your TV on if you can't get down to Stamford Bridge or wherever they're playing. You ain't going to go and fucking stand in the cold and watch Northampton.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to happen.
Yeah? Oh, the football pyramid. Nobody cares about the football pyramid if they support a Premier League team. Let's stop pretending.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like real talk. Does anyone genuinely care? And if they did, Bury wouldn't have gone out of business.
Big facts, because listen, one football player now could have got them out of the debt that they was in. Wasn't it like, how much did they need? Wasn't it like less than 200 bags to stay up?
Yeah, it was about 100 grand or something.
The fuck, bruv? That's how you know.
Cared, they would have saved the club, wouldn't they?
That's how you know, bro. You could have even got a whole. You could have gone around the Premier League and just said, "Listen, there's 20 teams, right? Each one of you just chip in equal, yeah, and that's it. That's it. That's all that was needed." 10 grand each from the 20 clubs. You get 200 bags, and that's it. They sort their problems out, and you give them a bit extra as a springboard, or however much it is. That's not hard. You can even you can ask a player to do that. You can call up Messi or Ronaldo and say, "Yo, this club's going out of business. Sort them out, and it's game over."
Yeah, facts, bro. It's mad. There's going to be a massive divide with this. Of course, there is. Yeah, but at the same time. Like pretty much anyone who lives in England will have a local team around the corner from them. Bro, I grew up in Milton Keynes. We never had a team in Milton Keynes. It was a new town. Yeah, but then guess what? Wimbledon went bust.
And here comes MK Dons.
And there comes MK Dons. Yeah, you go up the road. You got Northampton Town. Yeah, Kettering Town's just up the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Kettering Stadium's nice, by the way. Kettering Stadium's a nice little stadium. You've got Stevenage Town. Everywhere you live in England, there will be a football club in the football pyramid. Yeah, literally around the corner from you.
Right there.
Yeah. So anyone that's sitting crying, "Oh, it's not this, it's not that," well, go and watch them every Saturday and support them then if you care about the pyramid. But they won't. Yeah, it's just they won't, bro. Listen, I'm not trying to mug people off. I'm not trying to mug anyone off. Yeah. But people that say they care about the pyramid of football,
they really don't give a shit. They don't give a shit.
Anyway, bro, let me get up. In fact, let me do this. Northampton Town's fixtures. I'll tell you the average attendance. Yeah. Let's just get Northampton Town up. Just because Northampton came up in the chat. Northampton Town. Here we go. Let's go. Boom. 4th of February. Saturday, 4th of February. They played at home against Walsall. Yeah. Can we see the attendance? Where's the attendance? Why won't it tell me the attendance on here? In fact, I'll go to their website. Northampton Town attendances. Here we go. Okay. Home attendances. We got it. Here we go. Right. Against Walsall, it's not been put up yet. The game before that, they had 7,500. The game before that...
At Northampton?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. That's fairly decent numbers, my friend. I ain't gonna
it depends what team they're playing, though.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, it depends what team they're playing. The game before that, 7.1. The game before that, 4.5. Game before that, 5.5. 5-1, 4-8, 5-5, 5-6. Game against Cambridge at 1,200. Obviously, that wasn't a fancy game for anyone. I don't know where the other 6,000 people were that didn't bother turning up to that game. Yeah, but they average about 5,000. 4-6, 4-6, 5-5, 4-8.
That's not bad. I can't lie. Them numbers.
2,700 against Wickham, bro. I have more people watching my stream sometimes than some of these figures.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like so. You're telling me there's only 7,500 people that live in Northampton.
No, yeah, facts. Half of them will support United, Arsenal, or Chelsea, one of them clubs anyway, most probably.
And you got to let's see how many people live in Northampton. Let's have a look. Population in Northampton, 250,000. 250,000 people live in Northampton. Yeah, 250,000, and the maximum attendance they've had this season is 7,500. So where's the rest of the people? Yeah, cool. Some people might be at work. So let's halve it. Let's say half of them people that live there were at work. Yeah, that's still 125,000 people. Yeah, let's say that another half of them were ill, just randomly ill. Yeah, there's still 60,000 people, bro.
It's a whole bunch. Yeah, it's true. They're not interested. Grassroots football don't mean shit to them, bruv. They're not really interesting. Man, that Chike. Goonie, trivia question for you. Are the few players? Hey, listen, Chike. If I get this right, yeah, because it's a tricky one. You're gonna go over to my channel. Yeah,
use your brain, bro.
You're gonna go to my channel. You're gonna join the membership. Yeah, that's the deal. Yeah, trivia question. So this is why I know this. Yeah, obviously Trossard got one the other day, so that's the most recent one. Peter and Dovu got one because my stepdad is a Coventry City fan. Yeah, and that was back in the day when I was a youth, and he took me to that game, but I can't remember because I must have been like, I think I was 6 or 7. I was born in 89. So I think I was 6 or 7. I was bare young, but I remember it. That's one of my first early footballing experience. So Peter and Dovu is one of them. And the other one, it's one of them Arsenal pricks. Who is it? Oh, I can see his face, bruv. He had his sick Euros with with Pavlyuchenko. What's that guy's name, bro? What's the brother's name? I'm not looking at the chat card. I don't want to cheat. What's the guy's name? Andrea Shavin. Arshavin,
yeah.
Yeah. So did I get it right?
Yeah. Bro, I think Letitia scored a hat-trick there as well. But I may be wrong.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. I hope so. And my memory is dog shit terrible, so that's why I'm proud. Yes, Cheeky.
No, but bro, real talk, yeah. Right, real talk. Anyone who's moaning about the pyramid, yeah. Let's see if you're turning up at your local team this weekend to support the pyramid. Bro, let me get MK Dons, yeah. MK Dons. Let's bring up MK Dons attendances.
My home team, Hendon FC, would be disgusted with me, bro. The only time I ever turned up there was as a youth, and I had to play against them. No,
bro. Listen to this. Here we go. This is how different it is, bro. This is how mad this is. This is mad. So we have figures ranging from 635 people against Newport County on the 22nd of November last year. 635 people, bro.
I get that more in my life.
Watching this stream.
That's what I'm saying. I get more than that in my lives, bro. So that's a whole mad thing.
But it ranges all the way up to when they played Leicester City on the 20th of December to 15.5K. Oh, so we could all come out for the fancy big game. There, my friends, is exactly why the Super League is a good thing. Because the attendances will go up when the better teams are in town.
That's true.
The game, in fact, their next biggest attendance this season was when they played Derby County, and that was 13.9K. Other than that, they're averaging 6,000.
Double the numbers for a championship team.
On the first game of the season, they got 13.2. But they played Morecambe and got 1,600. 6,500 against Bristol. They average about 6,000. About 6,000. But when the bigger teams are coming to town, Leicester, Derby, Sheffield Wednesday, all of a sudden they're hitting 13,000, 14,000, 15,000. What's the issue here?
I guess let's see, bro. I could see it happening though.
I know you live in America, yeah. How many times did you go and watch your local team?
I just told you the only time Hendon FC was my local, and the only time I've ever been there was when I had to play myself as a teenager.
Bro, I lived in Milton Keynes. I don't know when MK Dons actually moved to MK. Let me find out. And they used to play at the National Hockey Stadium before they got their own stadium, which was in Milton Keynes. When did MK Dons move to Milton Keynes? Let's have a look. 2004. Wow. That was the year Arsenal won the league. 19 years ago. Bro, I can categorically tell you right now, I have only ever been to watch one MK Dons game in 19 years.
Yeah,
one.
That's hilarious. That's yeah, bro. I don't blame you. In fact,
and I can't even remember who it was against. I genuinely can't remember because it was that long ago.
But then I did spend some time in Coventry for a bit, and I used to go to like I said, I used to go to games, but then that wasn't out of my own volition. It wasn't out of my own. It was like my stepdad would be like, "Listen, I've got the season ticket going on. Do you just want to come and shout at the ref and just do what you lot do and enjoy the games?" That was it, really. So out of my own pocket, I never really went. It was just the invite thing. If I'm invited, I'll go, but I'll never dip into my own pocket and say, "Yeah, boom, I'm gonna go and watch."
Bro, I don't even remember the team we played against. My local team played against MK Dons. Yes, I can't even remember who they played. I genuinely don't know, bro.
I'm not going to lie to you, Lee. When I look back on them Coventry City games that I watched, I'm very happy that I went because there was players back then that I was watching that are big names now. Like, for example, I remember when I was watching Jordan Henderson and Milner playing against each other when Hendo was at Coventry and Milner was still a winger at Newcastle. I was there at the Rico watching them two play. Milner, by the way, was an absolute baller back then. He was smoking everyone out of their boots. Henderson, even at that point, any one of them Coventry fans, if he was to say to them, he will be Liverpool captain, win the Champions League and be part of the England setup, they would have laughed you out of the Rico. 100%.
Yeah, look, this proves the point, bro. Yeah, I live in Notts and I've never seen Nottingham Forest or Notts County play. Only been to Arsenal games.
I've been to more Forest games than you then, because I went uni in Nottingham, so I went to a couple of them. But then again, I've been invited. I never put peas in my pocket, took peas out of my pocket to watch it. I was invited to watch these things.
So I've been to Forest Ground more than him then, because I've seen Arsenal lose there in a cup game. My local team is Leyton Orient. Never seen them play. You're not missing much, mate. My local team is Palace. There you go. So I'm saying, bro, trust me, it's mad. Local fans will still not be able to afford the Super League ticket prices, as they will be more than the Champions League, and salary of the average European is more than the person living in parts of the world. Bro, the tickets for the away games for Champions Leagues, mate, are dirt cheap. Literally dirt cheap. Yeah, you're not talking like 60, 70, 80, 90 quid a ticket. Yeah, for the away games, you're not.
Yeah, and then depending on what countries they go to, they're always going to price it according to like relative cost of living anyway. In a lot for the more.
Well, when I went to Bate Borisov, I think that ticket was £9.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure it was 9 quid or 12
it's relative
quid.
to the exactly. That's how they usually do it, relative to the average wage of the country. But then again, you never know. Let's see. Let's just see, because even with that, we've seen over the years that prices are going up and wages ain't. So let's see.
Yeah, this is a good comment as well. MLS team 2-hour drive from me, couldn't tell you two of the players.
I've been invited to NYCFC on some special guest thing. They had us on the screen. I don't even know one of their players, bruv. Yeah, me, Troops, and Zara were just sitting there like, yeah, we're here.
What did they say? What do they sing? The chant in the ground? What is it in these games?
No, I think USA national team is like, let's go soccer, or we believe we're gonna win. That's the one. We believe we're gonna win. We believe we're gonna. I'd leave. I'd leave. Listen, I know we've got joke, but that's tribal. Yeah, you get me. That shit's been shouted from the heart, bruv, and we've won shit with that. But man says we believe we're gonna win. Where the fuck? Who invented that? I don't know, man.
Mate, that's mad. I can't.
Lee, watch this. This is the nation, yeah, that spawned Beyonce, Jay-Z, you name it, Nas, whoever you want to name in terms of musical genius, and that's the chant that they come up with. You can't go to somebody from that state or wherever. I can't say, yo, Jay-Z, somebody, Beyonce, we need a chant, bro.
Exactly. It's mad, isn't it? Bro, look at it. This one's fun. That's the one I was thinking of. Fight and win.
That's another one. It's like, what are we doing here, bro? I feel like I'm watching Pokemon or something. What the fuck is this?
Fight and win. Yeah, there you go. It's I believe we will win. I believe. Bro, are they standing up in church or saying, I believe in the power that will be.
Oh my
I believe we will win.
Brother. America, you guys got to do better. Swear down, bro. Get one of your artists to write you some chants, and I promise you will bang.
Yeah, man, come on.
You got fucking, you got Little John, for goodness sake. Let him lead the whole shit. Yeah, that's even better than what you've got. Yeah, the whole crowd would be going nuts. He would make the whole place riot. Yeah, what? Bro, I'm telling you, come on, that's already better. That's already better. Get Little John on the case, blood.
Our US supporters just copied. That's the way we like it. We like it. Crystal Palace. Yeah, man said, get R. Kelly.
Oh, no way, bro. No way. No way. You can't take it. You can't be singing them at the youth games, though. So
is this actually real talk? I know Strasbourg Steve's American as well. Big up Strasbourg Steve, man. Yeah. Is this actually the chant? Come on, Seattle. Come on, Seattle. Fight and win. Fight. Fuck off, man. I'm done.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro.
A man said, yeah, Nicholas is on the way. Listen, Nicholas gets it. He said, DJ Khaled, are you crazy, bro? Yeah? Yeah, Seattle, something, New York City, go 2-0 up. Another one. Yeah? And then you got Little John in the background doing the ad-libs. Yeah! What? Yeah, come on, bro. You guys, listen to what we're saying. Yeah, this is why us fan channels, we got value. Can you imagine how hype your stadiums would be with these guys just leading the chants?
Sorry, mate. I had to take a moment.
I believe that we will win. Yo.
Unbelievable, bro. It's mad, isn't it? It is actually mad, but it's crazy, bro. It is actually crazy. So Arsenal moved out of my local area, Woolwich. Go on, big up South London. That's where all my family are from, South.
Yeah,
Woolwich. South. We're from South, mate. Big up to Ernest, man. Chelsea. That is jarring. I can't lie.
That is, yeah. I imagine, but I love it. It's tribal and it's straight to the point. If people want to ask, what is the point of this song? Chelsea. Why did you sing it? Chelsea. Yeah, who do you support? Chelsea. Who's playing? Chelsea. You see, it just answers so many questions. It's actually genius when you think about it.
Who made up the song? Chelsea. In the USA games in the World Cup, all I heard was USA, USA, no creativity. Yes, exactly the same as the Chelsea song. Who's playing? USA. Why do we sing it? USA.
Oh,
same rules apply, bro.
Same rules apply, yeah. So fair play, USA, man.
Oh, it's mad. It is actually mad.
But do you know what? I guarantee can't happen over here. I don't think they can sing half the songs that we sing in England in their stadiums. Half of them will just get ejected because some of our chants.
100%. Mate, especially when it's Arsenal and Tottenham, and we're singing Harry Kane or the manager's mum and all of that.
That can't run. Can't run.
Hey, that's what I wanted to ask you. You know, in America, yeah, you're legally allowed to carry weapons here and there in certain states and that.
Yeah.
Are they allowed in the stadiums?
Nah, no, they're not allowed in the stadiums and federal areas.
I was going to say, could you imagine the dramas? Like, I know that's a dumb question to ask. I pretty much knew the answer, but I just wanted you to confirm.
Nah, you can't. You can't
can you imagine all the rival fans all popping each other off at half time and that? Like, jeez.
You can't even get in with no pepper spray or something. Yeah. And pepper spray's legal in I think in all the states, so you can't even get in with that. But understandable, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Pepper spray's legal everywhere, yeah.
Yeah,
That's mad.
my missus carries one.
What's the Enketia chant? Somebody said, "Have you heard the Enketia chant?" I haven't heard it. What's the Enketia? Like this? Oh my days! Don't tell me it's some cringe fest. I know this fan base are mad, but come on.
Someone said the Enketia chant's an all timer. Oh, this must.
Of course, even it's called Don Enketia, bro. I pick up Don Enketia, man. Yeah, big up Georgie as well, man. Yeah, some of the songs sung in this in England, mate, are mad. They are mental. Proper mad.
It's mental. It's mental. There's no
Enketia in the room. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is this part of the song? Is this the song? Enketia in the room. Boom boom.
Cyborg Ninja is a loon. I got banned for 2 years.
Trouble. What is it? Is it what? Enketia's in the room. Your defense is in trouble. Is that his actual song? Nah. I've got to hear this. Nah. No way. No way.
I gotta hear this chant. But I know for a fact it cannot beat the Will Grigg chant, bro. That was one of the greatest. Will Grigg's on fire. Hey,
bro, that's a proper banger. That's a proper banger.
Whatever happened to Will Grigg anyway?
I have no idea.
Why was that song even made up? I think, was it the Euros or something where he just couldn't stop scoring goals?
God knows. I don't know, bro.
Man, if anyone in the chat knows what happened to Will Grigg, let me know, blood, because that tune...
I can't find the lyrics. Somebody put the lyrics in the chat for me. I can't find them. Your defense is in trouble. Yeah, well done. What's he going to do? Score 5 goals? Yay, all season. It sounds good. Your defense is in trouble. Eddie Enketia in the room. Oh my days! This football team, man. This club. Oh my.
I've got to hear this.
It was from a Wigan fan who made it. He never played in the Euros.
It was him. Okay, yeah. It was somewhere I kept on hearing Will Grigg or something, but yeah.
Bro, I need to hear this chant just to see how cringy it is. I can't lie. That's actually mad. Only player to be sent off in a Manchester derby. That's going to go back years. I can't lie.
I'm trying to think myself.
That's going to go back years and years, man. I need to hear this. Where's this? I can't find this Enketia song, man.
Was it a Stoke player or something? No, hold on, no. I don't even know. That's a difficult question, bro. That's a difficult question. I don't even know.
I'm just going to take a punt based off of what this fella in the chat says. Ronaldo. I actually genuinely have no idea.
It might be Ronaldo. It might be yeah. I'm gonna go with Ronaldo. Although I have a feeling that's not the right answer, bro. I have a feeling that's not the right answer. I have a bad feeling that's not. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Ronaldo for the sake of going with it, but I'm not sure. I have a feeling that that's not the right answer.
I've just Googled it.
What's the answer then?
Cristiano Ronaldo is the only player to be sent off more than once in a derby.
Okay, then it's Ronaldo.
More than once. Only player, but GK's question's wrong then.
He's saying no, it's Bernardo Corradi.
Bro, your question was the only player to be sent off in a Manchester derby. That means there's only one, which is factually incorrect.
If it was Corradi, was I even born?
Because Ronaldo's been sent off twice in a Manchester derby. Which means he's the only player to be sent off more than once in a Manchester derby, which means there's others.
There's got to be others.
Anyway, big up for the donation, bro. I still can't find this Enketia song. Anyway, we are going to wrap this up in a minute, people. I'm a Chelsea fan and the Enketia tune is a banger.
I've got to find that tune now.
I don't even know whether I want to know, if I'm honest. Anyway, we are going to wrap this up in a second, people. I will be back again later. In about 3 hours, I will be back again. Yeah, about half 5, I'll be back doing another stream. I'm then on. Hang on. No, I will be back in less than that because I'm on with Alan Clark, Tottenham fan, on his channel later as well. Straight after that, I'm on at 6 o'clock with him. So yeah, I'll be back at 5, people. But yeah, until then, big up to Brooklyn Gooner. Big up, Lee. Great content. Enjoy watching your videos. Love from New York. Big up to you,
come on,
bro.
Brooklyn Gooner, bruv. Yeah, New York City.
Fight
building.
and win.
Yeah. Better give me off. Yeah, better be subscribed to my channel, bruv. Fellow New Yorker out here, bruv. You get me?
Yeah, Dooney's links in the title. So anyone who ain't subbed, get on it now.
Got 2 New York kids, so I'm one of you lots. Yeah.
There you go. You're in. In by default. In by default. But listen, this has been a fun stream, man. It's been a fun stream. What you got coming up, bro?
Today I may or may not do a live. I'm gonna see what news comes out today. In fact, you know what? I might start on my preview because West Ham Chelsea's this weekend. João Felix is back. Yeah, João Felix is back. So some positivity. I will be giving a preview. I hollered at Eunice earlier to see if he wanted to do a talk on the Super League as well. If you're around for that later, I might shout you. If not, cool. But yeah, that's what's coming up. Man Knows Football, as it says. Not that side. On this side, road to 20K. You get me? Hope you love the hairdo over there. Yeah. One day, if I ever go Turkey, you might just see me on Lee Gunner's camera with that exact same hairstyle. Telling you. Yeah, but definitely give us a follow. Man Knows Football. All of that good stuff.
There you go. Link in the title, people. Don't come back. You don't know the song. Unsubscribed. Hey, don't worry. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to come back later and I'm going to sing it as I come back. Yeah. Oh, make sure you come back for that. Yeah. Make sure you come back for that. When I start my stream at 5 o'clock, yeah, trust me right now, I will start that stream singing that Nketiah song.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
So make sure you're all back. Big up to everybody who's been in this chat, man. Come on, all of you, real ones, everywhere. Come on, big up Tone, man.
Yeah,
big up to everybody who does or does not like the idea of Super League. At least we're all cool in the chat with each other and not acting like dickheads like other.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yes. Anyway, big up to everybody, man. We're out of here. Adios, amigos. Super League in.